Yeah. Coke fed for some head. Let's get in the car. I said she grabbed my hand. Girls rescue met the bar. Witness said tears fled the head. I'm waiting. I guess she tweet. I guess she confess. She thinking less. Not drinking less. Bathroom says best to get spontaneous. I stereotype. Put to rest tonight. Imagine, believe, and achieve. It works. Skyline as I rise like fireworks. Smell through the bad. Don't touch my perk.
Yo, hey, hello everybody. Welcome back to the new year. Thank all you people for coming in and supporting us from last year. Hopefully you guys will come back this year. We're about to get into the thick of things in the season. Kind of after Christmas, right before for me with Christmas, after Christmas and the NBA All-Star game, things start really picking up. And then after that, they really pick up. And the Thunder, of course, have taken care of business the last four nights last night against the Clippers, which I went to tonight. I couldn't because I had to go to work tonight. So I missed being able to go to the game. And like I tell people, you until you go to Paycom and see what it's like. I mean, it's rocking in there. It reminds me back of the days when the Thunder, we had all the players and we were rolling hard. And I see I'm joined by my guy, Nathan Taylor of YNB. What's up, homie? Nathan, you there? I can see him. He's not saying anything. Are you there? I don't know what his issue is, but I can see him right here on my screen.
I got you.
There you go.
I got you.
Anyway, I was saying how crazy and loud it is in there. People you need to go to a game if you haven't been. It is what a spectacular crowd and event. When the new arena gets built. And by the way, they should start tearing down the old Cox Convention Center, the old Marriott, any day, right? Shouldn't they, Nathan? I know they were doing it after the first of the year.
Yeah, I think so.
But anyway, what was your overall take of the game tonight?
Oh my God, man. They didn't play too great. I mean, they played good in the first quarter. Second and third, they didn't play horrible, but they didn't play great. They didn't play very good. It was just, but New York's a good team. I mean, they're good defense. I mean, they got OG Anunoby and Josh Hart. Those are two good defenders. I mean, they're really good defenders. Now, Karl Anthony Towns leaves a lot to be desired.
Well, but he's not there for that.
No, on defense. That's what I'm saying. But I thought having iHeart. I mean, last year we'd lose that game. Don't you think?
Well, my deal with iHeart, I was really upset. I was upset with J-Dub. I was upset with Kaysen. I was upset with iHeart, and I was upset with Shea on specific instances because uncharacteristically, we make a great stop, and then SJ makes a forward pass to Kaysen. He falls out of bounds.
Yeah.
When has that ever happened? Then I turn around, and then he turns around and he goes down court, or he's dribbling the baseline and dribbles off his leg. I'm like, who is this guy? This is not Kaysen Wallace. I don't know who this guy is. And then iHeart not boxing out, and Josh Hart got an offensive rebound.
Yeah.
And then he turns around and then misses 2 free throws.
Yeah, J-Dub missed 2 free throws too, beginning for the last 5 minutes.
Yes, that's what I was upset. That's what I was upset with him about.
Oh, okay, gotcha. They were perfect from the line to that point, weren't they?
But J-Dubs weren't even close.
I know they weren't even close.
They weren't even close.
No.
I was like, wow, dude.
You get to the playoffs, you got to make those, man.
Well, I believe he will. Okay, I'm not gonna put that on him, but I will say this: when we need to get stops, we get stops.
Dude, I haven't talked to you in a while,
right?
And it's been what, 5 games since we talked.
Yeah.
And this defense is just
ridiculous.
It's just ungodly.
Yeah.
And 2 of our best defensive players aren't even playing.
Yeah.
I mean, Chet's not playing and Caruso's not playing.
Okay,
so,
Nathan, I'm pulling up our season stats, and I talked about this the other day on the show. I'm pulling up our season stats.
This team is just unbelievable.
Nathan, we're number 1. These are the categories we're number 1 in the NBA. I'm not going to even do two. I'll do one. I'll do first or second. Okay, let's do first or second.
Okay.
We're number one in holding opponents to 103.2. We're number one in holding our opponent's field goal percentage to 42.5. We're number two in giving up 33.5% for our opponents shooting for us from three. Free throw percentage, I don't really count that.
No, you can't.
Right. Pips, points in the paint, even though they kill us tonight, we're only averaging 40.5, giving up 40.5 points in the paint. We're number two in not letting them take the ball from us. Okay. We're number one in taking the ball from them. We're number one in free throw percentage. We're number one in taking the ball away. And we're number one in creating turnovers.
Good recipe for win right there.
Right. And we're number two in holding our opponents to 26.2 in the second quarter and 25.2 in the fourth quarter.
Wow. Yeah,
that's impressive. Impressive.
To me, this team in a nutshell is that third quarter of the Grizzlies. Was it the Grizzlies game? No, the Timberwolves game. Third quarter of the Timberwolves game. This team in a nutshell. I mean, they 42-19 or something.
When he put SJ in the game, we were down 68-69. We were down 1 point. We're going to 17-5 run. Game over. Game over.
Yeah.
Game over.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that bothers me about this guy. Him being a nerd or whatever you want to call him. SGA leads the league in plus minus when he's on and off the court. 16.
That's crazy.
We're plus 16. Plus 16 with him on the court. And you play somebody more than him, how do you justify that? We're -3 with him off the floor, and we're plus 16 with him on the floor. And then you play somebody else more than him. That the plus minus is way worse than that. We are plus with him off the floor, and barely a plus with him on the floor. But we're definitely a plus with him off the floor. Clearly, I don't understand how he justifies any of that. I just don't. I really don't, Nathan.
You don't have to argue with me on that, man. You know how I feel about it.
Yeah, it's just frustrating to me, man. Because to me, they were talking about Shaq and they were talking about coaches of the year. They didn't bring him up. Didn't bring him up. Okay, we had the second best record in the league. He didn't get brought up. You know why? Because of that interview after his ass last year.
Yep. Can't keep our heads in the cloud. We're kind of not prepared for a championship.
I mean, they lost all respect for that dude right there.
Yeah. No, he's not. He's just.
But the Knicks are formidable, bro. Cat, when he was posting us up,
yeah, they are.
He was posting J-Dub up unmercifully. Oh my God.
Well, my question. Okay, so tell me this, and maybe it's just my lack of knowledge. Why did he have J-Dub on Cat and not I? I didn't get that.
Well, because last year, J-Dub did a good job on Cat last year. Remember, he guarded him last year at Minnesota, but it's a different scheme and a different team.
Because they had Gobert, though.
That's correct. But I'm saying it's a whole different scheme, and they just exploited that to no end.
Yes.
Just exploited it. Just exploited it.
Well, you know what? Do you remember? I mean, and I think I knew the answer to this before they did it, but I was just curious. Like when Wiggins was going off in the fourth quarter, and then they called that timeout, I heard at the table fixing to come in, and I'm like, you know what? I mean, I feel like he should take Casey off the floor, but I don't know what he's going to do. I was like, maybe he's stupid enough to take Wiggins off the floor. I don't know.
Right.
And you shouldn't have it. You shouldn't have to wonder. You know what I mean?
Well, to me, if you took Wiggins off the court, you lose the game.
Yeah. Jeez. I mean, dude, I mean, honestly, I think he is smarter than that because he knew if he did that, man, he'd never hear.
Oh, he'd get crucified.
He would get killed.
I mean, there's no question. There's no way in the world you can even remotely think that you can take him off right there.
No.
I mean, dude, we love Wiggins, do we not?
Oh my God, I love that guy. Yes,
And we've
so
always
good.
loved him. But that was the thing somebody was asking me, well, what do you do with Cam? I said, I would give up Wiggins for Cam. 100%.
For who?
Cam Johnson.
No.
Yes.
I
Because
don't know.
Cam is a more athletic, bigger, more physical Wiggins. Does the exact same thing except he's
Yeah,
taller
but
and stronger. Same thing. They do the exact same thing, but one is better.
here's the thing. I don't think you have to. Like, I don't think you have to because Brooklyn's a dumpster fire, man. I mean, they're getting
No,
so
they're
triggered.
trying. What Brooklyn is doing is they're trying to get
Yeah,
rid
no,
of
I
players.
know,
They don't
I
want
know.
anybody can help them. Because somebody was like, well, give them Dort. I go, they don't want Dort. They're not trying to win.
Man, give Isaiah Joe.
I
I mean,
said,
they think
I said, my
they
thing
take
is
Isaiah
this.
Joe.
I give them, because you got to get the salaries right. So I'm giving them Isaiah Joe, and I'm giving them, remember, because the contracts you just redid.
Yeah, let's see. What did we?
Remember the
What did
contracts you
we?
just did? You did.
Yeah, but if they're under the salary cap, you don't have to match. You don't have to match salaries. So if they're 20, it's like if they're under the salary cap, they have to come within 25% or something like that. Because if both teams are over the salary cap, then yes, you have to be 100 and 100. But if one team in Brooklyn, I guarantee, is under the salary cap. If they're under the salary cap, you can do like 75, 100 kind of thing. And honestly, they don't want players. Like, they want draft picks.
Well,
So
my deal is this: you give up Isaiah Joe, you give up Jay Will, and a couple
I see.
picks.
I don't know. Jalen started playing pretty well.
He
And I
played good
remember
tonight.
now.
He
I
is playing
remember
good,
now.
but Nathan, what are you
You
gonna
got
do?
other
No,
guys. You got other guys you
listen.
can give them.
What are you gonna do when Chet comes back?
Sure is nice to have a backup in the playoffs, man. I'm just
You
saying.
have three. You have
Yeah,
two
I
guys.
know.
I understand
And
that, Nathan. I understand that, but what I'm saying is, when you cut your rotation down, this is what it would look like: SGA, J Dub, Dort, Ihart, Chet, Kaysen, Caruso, Cam. That's your 8.
I mean, I'm trying to think of a team.
That's
Okay,
your 8.
what if you draw the Lakers? Not Lakers probably not a good example, but a
They're
big
not a
team.
good example.
I'm thinking of a big team, and I can't really think of one. I mean, maybe Minnesota,
Nuggets.
but they're
Nuggets.
okay. So, but yeah, the Nuggets. We play well against the Nuggets. That's not really a good example either. But I'm just trying to think of a team like, okay, say Milwaukee. Say you're playing Milwaukee, in which they're not going to make the finals. But say you play Milwaukee in the finals, and Chet goes down, or Ihart goes down.
No, Nathan, I get what you're saying, but you got to give them something.
Hey, let me look at the
And my
roster.
question is, who are you going to give up?
Yeah, let me look. Right.
Okay, because when I look at tonight's game, the Knicks were 9 for 32 from 3. We were 14 for 27. We shot 51% from the field. They shot 47. 42 rebounds to our 41. 11 of those were offensive, by the way.
What about this? I don't know how
And
you
this
feel about
this is what killed us. We give up 40. We give up 40 points a game in the pips, points in the paint. We gave up 64.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot. And we had more turnovers than they did.
Mm. Hey, I got it, and I tell you who you give him. You give him Usman Jang. That's who you give him.
Well, you're gonna give him Jang too, but he doesn't make enough.
Yeah, no, he makes just as much as J. Will does. He makes more than J. Will does. You give him Isaiah Joe and Usman Jang and a first round pick. That should, and maybe a couple seconds. That should do it. And
Yep.
that's let me see salary wise how that works out. Okay, it's Brooklyn, right? Okay, so Cam Johnson's actually not making as much as you think he would. He's making 22 and a half. So you trade Isaiah Joe, who is making, let me see, 12.9, and Usman Jang, who's making 5 million.
Yeah.
So that's 18 million to 22 and a half. And I think, and Brooklyn is 26 million under the cap. So they got plenty of room. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They're actually over the cap. Holy crap! Really? Oh yeah. Ben Simmons is making $40 million. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Well,
Okay.
okay, Nathan. Okay. Manifest Love says, "What about game? What a game and win. Worry about trades tomorrow."
Oh man, we've been talking about this for a while. I mean,
I understand Manifest, but we were just bringing it up. We were just talking about it because it was a topic. But I agree 100%. That's what we're talking about. What a game. And I was just saying, because when I was at the gym today, Nathan, we working, and people are going, because it was early, and people were like, because I was coming by and I'm taking money. By the way, I took a lot of money today, but anyway, I'm taking money, and I've got the game on my iPad, and
I heard you came up in the world a little bit. You got your iPad working for
dude,
something or something?
I finally got it working. Oh,
That's
bro,
what the commander was telling me.
don't get me started right now.
I heard that you got locked out of the game. They would let you take it in the game.
This young idiot dude, never seen him before. So I come up and I have my iPad, and I normally bring my book, my Thunder book, that, I take my notes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this is going to be better. I spent 2.5 hours on the phone with AT&T, getting it all set up. I spent another hour and a half doing all the graphics, getting it set up. Okay, so all I have to do is punch in. Okay, Ace, that's it. Go away. You go. Go to your room. I'm tired of you on my nerves. Anyway, I spent another hour and a half working, putting all the graphics together. Okay, and you know the graphics that we do.
Yeah,
So I can just punch in the graphics, boom, and send them instead of writing all my notes. I can have all my notes on my computer and I can have it on so I can see it.
Right.
Go through this dude, young guy, never seen him before. Come up, I go through, I said, oh, damn, because I was carrying through. I said, oh, here, take this so I get through. And he goes, what's this? I said, that's my pad so I can take my notes for the game today. He goes, well, you can't bring this in here. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? You can't bring this in here. You need to go out this way and walk all the way back through those people. I said, first of all, I'm not walking back through those people. When that lady over there on the side of her, I can go over there, I can have her scan my ticket, I can walk out to the parking lot right over there, get my car, put this in my car and walk right back in. I'm not going to walk through a line of people of 30 deep, five lines of 30 deep people. What the hell are you talking about? I'm going to go out that way. And then he looks at the guy, he goes, security, go with him. And I looked at him, I go, who the fuck do you think you talk, excuse my language, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? I go, I've been coming here for 17 years. I don't even fucking know you. You knew. I said, why would I want to? You already said I can't come in. And why am I going to walk in and you telling me no and there's a cop standing right there? And I knew the policeman. And he's just like laughing. They're laughing at this dude. I go, so what I'm going to do is, yeah, why don't you come with me so you can walk over here so I can scan and let this lady scan my ticket out. I can walk out of that door, walk across the street to the parking lot, put my iPad back in, walk back in. Like, who the hell you think you talk like I'm gonna sneak in or something? The hell's wrong with you now? That's what the shit you do, cause you ghetto. I mean, oh man, I'm still mad. That's why I didn't do the show last night, Nathan. I was so mad. And I don't know how many shots of tequila I did. I still couldn't get drunk. I was so mad. Oh, I'm still mad. I'm like, dude, really? Because Nathan, it's like the difference between an iPad and a phone is an iPad is a bigger phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's it. There's no difference in it. It's a bigger phone. Anything I do on my phone, I can do on the iPad. Except that I can take my notes and do all my stuff and type it in there, and I can send it straight to my computer when I get home, and I don't have to spend 20 minutes like I did today retyping everything.
Right.
Let me calm down. Okay, I'm talking to Manifest.
Yeah, calm down. I got a little comment for you.
Okay, since I get it, and yes, we need to pull the trigger on Cam Johnson. Heard Nets have gotten real greedy as they know Cam is on our radar. I agree, man. What do you think about that, Nathan?
Yeah, no, I agree. One thing I just looked at, the Brooklyn has 3 trade exceptions. So they have $9 million one, a $23 million one, and a $1.3 million. So you take that $9 million trade exception, you can make it.
You can make it work.
You can make it for sure.
Well, I mean, look at what they got for.
Yeah, what they get back for Dorian Finney-Smith? What was that? What was the Lakers trade? I didn't see all that. Let me look that
Couple
up.
picks, but they got all the thing from Bridges.
Oh, dude, I know.
By the way,
They
he
got-
killed
Well,
us tonight.
Bridges is way better than Cam Johnson.
Yeah, but he killed us tonight. God dang.
Yeah, he did. If you get Cam Johnson, you're going to have to give up. You might have to give up a 25 first round pick
Right.
because.
Well, no, I'm saying a 26 or 27.
Well, but you got to stack the 25 drafted, so you might have to give up a 25.
Yeah. Okay.
And you got, I mean,
But
don't
Nathan,
give up that.
we have 3, don't we?
Yeah, we have. Well, right now we do. Actually,
Okay.
we should have 4, but the Jazz suck.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. We'll give up 3.
So,
But Nathan,
you give up,
Nathan, what I'm saying is we give up 1,
yeah, you give up 1. You give up.
and we only need to hit on 1. We can only do 1 rookie a year. We're loaded now as it is.
It depends on which one you give up because you don't want to give up that Philly pick because that's going to be.
They're a dumpster right now.
Yes, that's going to be the one. And they got a Miami top 14 too. So.
Yeah, we'll talk about that Miami fiasco too.
Oh my God, yes, dude. What is going on down there?
Yeah. And then here's the box score, Nathan. Which, when I look at this, I'm just like, okay. If they call Hartenstein's shot a push shot one more time.
Well, but dude, that foul call was a bunch of crap. He was in a shooting motion.
How about the one when SJ gets hit in the mouth?
Yes.
I told him, I said, right when that happened, I go, he's going to score 30 on them tonight.
Yeah.
But anyway, J-Dub, 38 minutes. 9 for 17. 9 for 17. 1 for 4, 3 for 5. 2 huge misses.
Oh, huge.
Huge misses. They didn't hurt us, but they could have.
Yeah, they sure did.
4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, plus 6. 20 points.
Plus 6.
Ihart, 4 points. And I think a lot of it, he had 14 rebounds, but a lot of it had to be with his former team. I think he really wasn't himself. He had a couple turnovers tonight, and he normally doesn't have. He was forcing a couple passes that, it's almost like they suckered him into it a couple times.
So I asked you this earlier in comment. You think if we don't have Ihart, we'll lose that game?
Yes.
I think so too. I think so too.
But I think last year's team loses this game too. I think over the last 2.5 years, we have played in so many damn close games. So many. And every time, like I tell people, when you start playing in close games, the more you do something, the more you understand what's happening. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The more you do it, the more games you play that are close. The more games that you know you have to get stops. The more this, more that. When you know what to do, it's easy. And then SGA tonight, 37 minutes. He had 33 and 37.
He had a lot of shots.
12 for 26, 2 for 3, 7 for 7, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. I saw this thing, I did this thing the other day. He leads the NBA in total points scored, field goals made, free throws made. It's just, and he doesn't go to the line.
No, he doesn't. He does not.
He doesn't. And then, of course, Lou Dort, 33 minutes, 11 points. He had some. I'm sorry.
I know what you're going to say.
I just want him to shoot threes, number 1.
Yes, just at the right time, right?
Number 2, you don't take a shot with 8 seconds to go. You don't shoot the ball.
Not when you're up by 10.
You don't shoot the ball at all. If you're up, if it's 20 seconds, 27 seconds to go, and you're up 10, you take the turnover.
You know how many seconds were on the shot clock too, by the way?
No.
I think there were 10.
I mean, they're gonna blow him up on that. I can promise you that.
Yeah, there was. I think there was like 18 seconds to go. They were up by 7 or 8, and there was 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And he's just standing out there. Nobody's even guarding him.
I mean, that shows you what kind of person he is. It really does.
That's Bush. It's Bush.
It's
That's
Bush. It's 100% Bush. That just shows you what kind of guy he is. It's sad. Uh, Kaysen, dude, I love me some Kaysen. I know he's not scoring, Nathan, but
dude.
I
He does so
love some
much, though.
Kaysen, man.
So
God,
much.
even though he
I
played
mean,
terrible tonight, he had a couple huge turnovers. But God dang, I like him.
but he is very quickly developing into. I mean, is it a stretch to say we have the two best perimeter defenders in the NBA?
We
That's
have
probably a
two.
little
We
more.
have two of the best.
Yeah,
The
that's
one,
probably a little.
the one we played against the other night is not bad.
You talking about
McDaniel,
Jaden Daniels?
he's
Yeah,
not
Jaden
bad, bro.
Daniels. No, he's good. He's good. He's
He
good.
not bad. Okay, he not bad. Jay Will, dude, I'm so glad he back, man. But I do want him to, whenever he catches the ball and shoots the ball real quick, he has zero chance of making it.
You know, because it's so flat, so flat.
And then J Dub, he jumped up right in the middle, and he shot that he took a shot, and he didn't hit the backboard or nothing from the free throw line. I'm like, what? What was that? You shot an air ball out of bounds and didn't even hit the backboard from 15 feet in the middle of the in the middle
Did
of the
you
lane.
did you see that 3-pointer that Dort missed? I mean, I don't think it hit the backboard, dude. It was from like the right wing,
Yes.
and he didn't even hit the side of the backboard.
That's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
it
J Dub did the
was.
same thing from the middle of the court at the free throw line. I'm like, what?
Oh,
What? Wait, what? But I'm gonna say
oh,
this, and our boy, our person manifest. Yeah, Case is a keeper. I love him. I
yes,
love him. I'm just no. In your opinion and our opinion as well, we love Kaysen. We
yes.
love Kaysen. K. Rich, dude, love his
He,
minutes.
he's great. He is great. I mean, we just got so many like just
Role
I mean,
players.
really good role players. Yeah, and see that's why I don't want to bust this team up because the chemistry is just amazing.
But all I'm
Um,
saying is Cam Johnson takes us to another level, bro. He just does.
no. And if you're getting rid of Isaiah Joe, I'm okay with that.
Me too.
But if you get rid of AJ Mitchell, I mean
Oh,
that dude's
AJ Mitchell tonight. Three
that
for
dude is starting.
six, dude.
He's starting to get it, man. He is starting to get it.
And then of
And
course, here's our schedule. Of course, we beat the Clippers, beat the Knicks, and like you said, Nathan, the last loss was December the 3rd
December 3rd,
against
almost
Houston.
a
When against
month.
the Rockets,
Yep, almost a month.
when the lineups he had in the game were just pathetic.
Ridiculous.
Uh, anyway, so we have the Celtics on Sunday,
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. We might lose that game.
and then we turn around and we have the Cavs in Cleveland, and
And
that's
then
on
the Knicks again.
ESPN.
Oof. Then the Knicks again. Wow, that's a tough stretch.
Okay, now this is what's crazy. Here are our TV games, man. I did this the other day. I was doing our TV. Just seeing what our TV games were. All the games we had on TV. And so I was doing this the other night, and I'm just going, wow. I mean, I'm sitting there looking at it. Here are our TV games, Nathan. At the Nuggets, W. Spurs at home, W. Pelicans home, W. At the Spurs, which was a horrible loss when they didn't have three of their top three scores.
That was a cup game, right? That was a cup game.
Yeah, they didn't have their three top scorers, and you get beat because of your
Yes.
lineups. That was one of the worst coaching jobs he's ever done,
Yep.
ever. Experimental Bob, that's who he is, Experimental Bob. Okay, then
More like sideshow ball.
yeah, so then Golden State we win, the Lakers we win, the Mavericks we win, the Rockets we win, and what I loved about that stretch is we lost to Golden State, boop, got y'all back. Lost to the Mavericks. Boop. Got y'all back. Lost to the Rockets, which was our last loss. Boop. Got y'all back. And then we play at the Magic and win, which is a good win because that team, without their two best players, is unbelievable.
Still a good team. Still a good team.
And then Manifest says murderers row for real. Yes, it is. So, but then
Yeah.
when you look at it, so then you add in the Cavs, which was not on our radar. We weren't supposed to be on TV again until January 29th. And I can't believe we're not on TV tomorrow against the Celtics.
Yes, that's crazy. Did you? Let me just. Let me. And I know you're going over this. Let me just look at this. listen to this the rest of January. This is crazy. Celtics at home, at the Cavs, at the Knicks, Wizards. Yeah, it's not. 76ers is going to be a tough game because they do have good players. They're just playing like crap.
Right, I agree.
Cavaliers at home, at the Mavericks, Nets at home, Jazz at home, Mavericks at home, at the Trailblazers, at the Warriors.
Oh, it's ugly.
That is crazy.
It's ugly. It's ugly.
Listen, but see, here's another, and this is, I mean, I know this is way, but listen to March. At the Spurs, Rockets at home, at the Grizzlies.
But Nathan, okay, I'm not. Okay, wait. I don't even want to hear about March. You know why?
We got to get there.
No, you know why? We got Chet back.
We got Chet back. That's right.
So I don't care about March. We got Chet back.
Oh, it's just,
Now, without having Chet, yeah, I'd want to listen to what we got in March. But now I'm not worried because this is my dilemma with Chet. We could get Chet back probably right before the All-Star game. But we have Minnesota in those 2 games. So I'm like, no. I say, okay, here are the options, and everybody that's doing the show, that's listening to or following us right now, I'm going to ask y'all this question too. Do you let Chet come back if he can, right before the All-Star game? So, because you know he's going to be sore. Okay? So do you let him play and then let him come back just to see kind of, the soreness where it's going to be, and then he's going to take those 5 or 7 days, 6 days off or however long it is, and then he comes back and plays, and then we have 28 games or 27 games left?
I think absolutely yes.
Or do you wait and you give him that extra week or 10 days to make sure that he is 100%, 110% ready to go, and then you just take those next 10 to 15 games to get through the soreness and let him figure it out. And then after 15 games, we're back because we'll have Caruso back, we'll have him back, and we'll be fully loaded.
I say play him because he gives him a little taste, and then he gets a chance to rest.
Right.
So if there is some issues, he can figure out what they are, and he doesn't have to miss 2, 3, 4 games here and there. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. So you say doing before the All-Star break?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Manifest, what do you think? I just, Nathan, I'm just torn because I'm torn between let's give him the extra time and the point I just made.
Yeah, no, I agree. I just think if you give him some time, and that way he can kind of get something under his belt, and then he can kind of come back and say, okay, I need to rest. Let him rest a little bit instead of having him come back and then have to miss a couple games. You know what I mean?
Well, no. He won't miss when he comes back. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if you get him before, you know kind of what the rest he needs in between. Because once he comes back, if it's after that, then you have no break.
That is true.
You see what I'm saying? You're going. Whereas if you do it before, then he can play a couple games, you get a couple days, okay, he's sore. We know what to do to get him past it. Then he has that rest. Then he comes back. And so he should be completely past all the soreness and ready to go then. Or do you wait till after the All-Star break and let him go through all that soreness? Because it's going to go through. It's not going to be that bad. I mean, he can get through it.
Yeah, I still think he played.
Yeah.
And he's going to want to play, especially against Minnesota.
Yeah. Yeah, I know he is. But I'm just, man, our team is just, dude, our defense is just.
It's crazy. Hey, by the way, I was going to tell you, you're talking about AJ Mitchell earlier. Listen to these numbers. He's only averaging 6.4 game, which that's fine. I mean, that's not a big deal. 50% from the field, 43 from 3.
I know I have all that.
And 84 from the free throw line.
Yeah, I know I have all that.
You have that on your stat sheet there?
Yeah. I was going to take a break and come back and go over the stat sheet. I just hadn't got to it yet.
That guy is, I mean, he's a good ball handler now.
Hey, that's our boy Hotspot Casino. That's his boy.
Yeah, no, I
that's
agree.
His boy.
I mean,
I agree. I agree.
What's going to be interesting for me, man, and I know, I mean, obviously the rest of the season's exciting too, but I mean, next year, depending on who they draft, and you got him, and you got Toppage, and you got whoever you draft this year.
Right.
I mean, you can't keep everybody next year.
Right.
You're
Well,
gonna have to get rid of
we'll
someone.
talk about that when we come back. We'll take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, SRB. If you have needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, hit our guys up because they especially can handle you if you got a water treatment plant in your city or county. Those guys are the ones to talk to because who the hell does not like clean drinking water? And then, of course, Oak Grove Trucking and our guy Jose Fierro. You got dirt, rock, or sand that needs to be moved. He is the dude. YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. The
The
bank.
bank. You just did it by yourself. Aren't you?
Yes, go ahead.
The bank that makes things happen.
Yes, they are. They're an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC. Proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the OKC area. Now, Ace, my dog is wearing me out today. He is just, I've been gone all day. He's pathetic right now. But
You got a
anyway,
TV on for him?
huh?
You got a TV on for him?
No, he doesn't care because I've been gone all day.
Okay.
So he's all about dad right now, trying to get. I'm on doing my show, and he doesn't like it because he wants my full attention right now. He's on my nerves. But anyway, you can go into the main bank at 401 M, 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, Oklahoma. YB East, which is off the Parkway and 66 or 39th Expressway. YB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks and I-40. And then, of course, YB Peoples, located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. That's where it's at. And then, of course, Elm Grove Clothing and my guy Jonathan Bickey Triplett. I don't know if you've been watching Kendrick Perkins. Have you been seeing Kendrick?
I have.
Well, our boy John Binky, Elm Grove has been providing his clothing for him. That's who he's buying the clothing from. Kendrick, he's got him looking good, man. He's got Kendrick looking good big time. So if you want to look like Kendrick at a good price, you can. Jonathan Binky Triplett, 405-332-8787. In fact, he's on his way. He's in Houston now, refitting Kendrick to get him some stuff. Okay, Manifest says, give Chet all the time he needs. Personally, I'm really wary of him coming back, period. But I'd wait until after the All-Star break. He should be doing scrimmages with the team while on break. I agree. I say we put, let me see, I say what? We stay out with the team that we have for the rest of the season.
What?
No, you got to upgrade.
You
You got to upgrade. No, Burgess, you got to upgrade. You got to upgrade.
You gotta have it for the playoffs.
Yeah, and then Nathan, here's our shooting percentage. This is everybody. This is updated, okay? It doesn't include last night and tonight, but this is updated all the way through up until the Clippers game and this game. Those two games are not included in this stat sheet that I've got, okay? SGA 31.3, 52% from the field, 35% from the line, 87.8 from the free throw line. From 3-point line, 35%. So his numbers are going up. J-Dub, 21.6, 47.9, 35.5, 79%. His numbers are going down just a little bit. Hartenstein, 12.7, 57% from the field. Still has not made a three, which you and I don't care about. I still want him to shoot because they're backing off of him. And you can't do that, okay? You got to give him some love. He's got to at least shoot the ball to make it because they're just backing off of him. It reminds me of Doug Gottlieb, where they didn't want to guard him at all. So they good way guard him at all. But anyway, Dort, 9.7, 39% from the field, 39% from three, 80% from the free throw line. Wiggins, these numbers will go up after today.
Yes, they will.
8.9, so he'll be at 9 probably tomorrow. So when I do the numbers, he'll be at 9. 45% from the field, 37% from three. Those numbers have gone down, by the way, from three, from where he was. 83% from the line. Isaiah Joe, 8.2, 39%, 34%. Remember at the middle of last year, he was shooting 55% from three. He's at 34 now. That's 20 points he's dropped.
He's getting traded. He's getting traded.
It's just, to me, it's like his numbers on what he used to give us is not, they've run him off his spot. Now he's trying to shoot layups and doing all this dribbling. And I'm like, dude, you are a shooter, not a scorer. Just catch the ball by the free throw line and shoot it. That's all I want you to do.
Did you see the other night, I think, don't remember what game it was, but did you see? And they only did it a couple times, and they talked about it too. But when he ran behind Hartenstein, and Hartenstein set a big screen for him, and he hit the three. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It was that's what I was talking about 4 or 5 months ago. And well, let's see when we play with iHeart what happens. If they would do more of that with him, I think he would be more effective. But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but he's still not coming off the screen clean. Burgess says risk disrupting chemistry if Presti can finesse and do one player swap along with 2 picks. I don't mind. Right, but see, Burgess, we're talking about adding Cam, so that would not disrupt our team at all. And we had talked about this. Okay, let's finish this, and then I'll go into detail about answering his question. Kaysen, I love me some Kaysen Wallace. 6.5, 41% from the field, 29% from 3, 81% from the line. Kendricks Williams, 6.4 points, 56% from the line field, 42% from 3. Gotta love that. 100% from the line. Your boy
100% from the line, dude.
Yep. AJ Mitchell,
100%.
6.2 points, 50% from the field, 43% from 3, 80% from the line. Gotta love it. Gotta love it, bro. Gotta love it. Okay, now Burgess, I'm going to say this. This is what has distinguished the Thunder in adding Caruso and Ihart versus what the Knicks did with adding Cat versus what the Knicks did, versus what Minnesota did by adding Julius Randle and what's our other guy's name? DiVincenzo. Versus what the Thunder have done. And when you look at the Knicks gave up part of their core to add Cat, and Cat is fitting in great with what they wanted to do with their core. Mm-hmm. Minnesota, however, has decided to go with Ant-Man and just exclusively doing his thing. Well, Ant-Man's 3-point percentage going up, but he's driving to the basket less. He's not as creative and is not doing as much as he did before. But now without having Cat in there, it's really disrupting the flow of their team. The Knicks didn't really, even though they disrupted the flow, they've got it figured out because Cat is fitting in nicely with what they're trying to do. Yeah. The Thunder have done what the Celtics have done. Okay, Burgess? The Celtics did 2 years ago. They got rid of Marcus Smart. Why? Marcus Smart was the one that was the alpha and taking all the shots at the end of the game. Nobody wanted Marcus taking shots at the end of games. Okay, number one. Number two, they added Porzingis and Drew Holiday. So they kept the core of what they had, which was Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and what's our other guy's name, the guard, Derek White. Mm-hmm. So they kept the core of what they were doing, and then if you want to add Al Horford in there as a dude, whatever. And then they added Porzingis, and then they added Drew Holiday. And then what they did is they added 2 veteran coaches to help the coach not make the same mistakes that he made again, because it doesn't matter what kind of talent you have. If you're making mistakes at critical key moments in playoff series, you're going to get beat. It's not like you can make those during the season because you have extra games. But in the playoffs, it's the best of 7. You can't give away a game. So you can't make the mistakes like you made against Dallas. If you have veteran coaches are going to go, we've had the same lineup for 25 or 30 games, and you're going to change it in a game 5, the most important game in a 7-game series? You're going to change it? No, you're not doing that. No, you're not going to play J-Dub more minutes than SGA. No, you're not going to keep J-Dub in the game when you've made 2 runs with him on the bench, and you're not going to take him out for 2 minutes. Yes, you are. You're going to take him out for a couple of minutes and see what happens, because you can put him right back in. Because you have SGA in there, so it's not going to hurt you. And you've made 2 runs with him being on the bench. So let's take him out for 2 minutes. If it doesn't work, well, we can put him right back in. And that's the difference with what the Thunder did. They added Caruso, and they added Hartenstein for their rebounding. They added Caruso for additional defense on perimeter, which has been locked down crazy. But they did nothing to help the coach. Zero to help the coach. And that's the difference between what the Thunder are doing and what the Knicks are doing. The Thunder and the Knicks, all the Thunder did was add pieces to the peripheral part of the team. The Knicks added a complete a piece to their core, but it was a piece that was complementary to what they were doing. The Timberwolves went the opposite direction by adding Julius Randle, who dribbles, and everybody's got to sit around and watch.
Right.
And that hurt them. And then on top of that, DiVincenzo didn't want to leave New York. He didn't want to go to Minnesota. So he really hasn't been the same player. He was much better in Golden State and in New York, and now he's not even the same player because he doesn't know how he fits in with that. It was a terrible move for them. And then when you look at Denver getting Caldwell Pope, that's who I was trying to think of the other day, who they got rid of. It's killed them.
Yeah. Yes,
it has killed them. And you know who else has killed? It killed the Lakers. Getting rid of Caldwell Pope in the first place.
Yep.
Killed them. So the Thunder have done what they needed to do. So, Burgess, what I'm basically saying is if you add Cam Johnson, which is a peripheral piece, but important one because he's taller, he's Wiggins with 3 inches and 20 pounds.
Yeah.
Same guy. He's more athletic than Wiggins, though.
Wingspan.
So I'm not going to mind. Now, would I love to keep Wiggins and have Cam Johnson? And if you want to give up a pick in 2025 and a pick in 2026 and a first-round pick in 2027 or 26 and 25 and 26, okay.
Well, let me ask you this. Would you rather give up picks or Aaron Wiggins?
Picks.
Yeah, same here.
Because my thing is this. You at the end of next year, Nathan, to answer your question, here's your lineup next year. You've got SGA, J-Dub, Kaysen, Caruso, Dort, Ihart, Chet. If you add, let's say if you add Cam Johnson, let's keep Wiggins, and then you got Toppich coming. Plus you have J. Will. Plus you have K. Rich.
Plus you got K. Rich.
You and then you add a rookie, okay? And you remember you still got AJ Mitchell.
Yeah.
Who's playing great. So you can't keep everybody. And plus, with Topic coming, then AJ Mitchell then is now somebody you can get rid of because why? Because you got a guy who is him but better.
Let's I want to.
So go ahead, Nathan.
Cautiously optimistic about him because, and again, I hate to stereotype, but it is what it is. The European guys, defense. Let's see how he does. Because I know he can play offense.
You're talking about Topic. You're talking about
yes.
Topic, right? Okay.
Yes, great offensive player.
100%. Yes. Well, we don't know. Defense. We're talking if he's 90% of what he was.
We don't know. Hey, let me throw this in here right quick because I just thought it was ridiculous. ESPN just did a little segment by the numbers. Victor Wembanyama, 100th game tonight, right?
Right.
And he has, through 100 games, 2,273 points.
Oh, my God.
More than LeBron James did through 100 games. 366 blocks.
Oh, God.
More than Hakeem Olajuwon through 100 games.
Wow.
This is the one that really threw me over the edge. 225 three-pointers.
Huh?
Through 100 games. 225 three-pointers.
That's over 2 a game.
Yes, and you know who he has more than through 100 games, through his first 100 games? That would be
Steph Curry.
That would be Stephen Curry. So he's through 100 games, he's got more threes than Steph. He's got more blocks than Hakeem and more points than LeBron James. Wow. It's just crazy. That's crazy.
That's a unicorn.
Yes.
Not Chet.
I mean, you're talking 3 of the greatest people to ever do what I just named off.
Yes. Dude, he's a unicorn. He is what. He's
so you're talking about. This is who you're talking about. You're not talking about the leader in blocks because isn't that Dikembe?
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the leaders in blocks, the leading scorer of all time in the NBA, LeBron James, the all-time And the all-time three-point winner, most three-pointers in the NBA, Steph Curry.
Right.
So two of the best of what they've ever.
Okay, but Nathan, this is the deal.
I know this
They
shit going
both are
pretty
playing
slow.
for
I
20.
get it.
They're both playing for 20 years.
I know.
I don't
I'm
know if
just
he's
saying,
playing for
dude.
20 years.
I'm just saying.
But yes, that's a
just,
nice accomplishment.
That's crazy.
But what the craziest accomplishment with him is with the what is it called when you do the points, the rebounds, the assists, and the blocks.
Mhm.
That's the stat that when you're doing
Yeah.
double of that, that's the crazy stat for me. Burgess says that's the finesse. The picks Brooklyn on the cusp of going all in for a rebuild. Yeah, they're going all in for a rebuild, Burgess, 100%. I'm okay with that.
Don't
Chet's a
feel
great
stupid for trading four
Chet's a
first-round
great
picks
piece
for
for our
them.
team. Wemby is a unicorn. Yes, agreed, Burgess. That's what we're saying. To me, Wemby is the unicorn. They were like, Chet's a unicorn. I saw Chet play. Chet's not a unicorn. I had not seen Wemby. I said, oh, that's a unicorn.
Yes.
Chet's not a unicorn. Wemby's the unicorn. Chet's a very good player, and I was about him.
Yeah, sure.
But I love me some Chet now. But like I said, I never mind when I give my takes about certain players. I'm okay if I'm wrong about them. But the only one I've been wrong about thus far that the Thunder did was Chet. I wasn't wrong about Westbrook. I wasn't wrong about Harden. I wasn't wrong about KD. I wasn't wrong about any of that. The only person I've been wrong about is Chet. That's it.
Here's what you can say. I mean, to just
And by the way, Commander, don't even bring it up again tomorrow. I mean, when I see you on Sunday, huh?
You are.
I was not wrong about him, bro. Come on now, that's a joke.
Hey, here's what you can say about Chet and Wemby, just to kind of drive it home. If you take Chet and put him on this team, they're a title contender, correct?
On
They're
our
a title
team,
contender and they're a title contender anyway. But with him, they're a pretty good title contender, right?
you talking about Chet on their team?
Yes, I know
Yes.
our team, our team.
Okay.
We're a title contender with it. You put Wemby on our team and take Chet off, we're a dynasty.
Yes.
That's the difference.
Yes. 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 Yeah. And remember, the thing with Chet is, dude, he ain't played he's only played 1 year and he's been at 3.
Mm-hmm. Yep, 2 serious injuries too.
So I don't know if he's Porzingis.
I don't know, man. I think.
I don't want to put that on him, but but my thing is this: with Chet and the team we have now, we are title contenders 100%.
Yeah, but there's
no question.
Wemby, you're a title favorite, not a contender.
Yes, but Chet fits in well with what we are trying to do. 100%.
Yeah, but Wemby fits in with anything anybody tries to.
Yes, yes. The difference to this, like I was saying before, what Chet and Iheart remind me of Kendrick Perkins and Serge Ibaka.
Yes.
Except that Chet is better than Ibaka, and Iheart's way better than Kendrick Perkins.
Absolutely is. The only difference between that and that team now, we only have one All-Star.
We only had one All-Star. We had KD, and but he's one of my he's a top 10 player of all time.
Westbrook was an All-Star, but
Westbrook, I don't count him. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't. Westbrook is not in the same category as KD.
No, he's not.
He's not even thought.
Let me ask you this: do you think Westbrook is closer to KD, or Jalen Williams is closer to SGA?
Neither.
Neither. You can't take a push on that. You got to answer that question.
I don't think either is close to either.
No, that's not what I'm asking. That's not what I'm asking.
Okay.
If you have to choose, what do you say? You say
I would take J-Dub and SGA over because this is why. Russell in the last 2 minutes of the game had the worst assist, turnover, or shot making or deal whatever in the history of the game.
Thank
he
God we're
made
talking about the past.
horrible decisions at the end of games. Horrible decisions. J-Dub gives the ball to SGA.
Yes.
Westbrook has a chip on his shoulder and will try to go do something on his own. And couldn't finish at the rim, couldn't shoot a three. Yeah. I don't see anybody backing off J-Dub and going, you can shoot.
You're not wrong.
So that's why I'm taking J-Dub and SGA. But I'm going to take KD over SGA.
Oh, man, I don't know.
No. Oh, I'm
don't
taking
know.
no, that ain't close, bro. That ain't close.
I mean,
No. You can hate KD all you want to. Give him his
KD,
flowers. He is a top 10 player of all time. SGA is not.
No, I agree. Talent
So
wise,
there ain't no comparison, bro.
the only thing there's only one thing I want to say.
Okay.
And the thing with KD, and he is a talented. He is. I mean, he's definitely more talented than SGA is. I'll give you that.
Okay.
But for this team,
You didn't say you. That's not what you said.
no. I'm just making that point. I'm just making this point. I know, and yes, KD is a Hall of Famer, top 10 of all time for
100%.
sure, and SGA is not. But
No.
for this team,
But he's really good.
for this team though. Okay, let me rephrase that. I think SGA has a better leadership quality.
Yo,
Kevin
yes.
That's what I
Oh,
want.
yeah. 100%. Oh, agreed. That's not even
For
up
this team. It's so what I'm saying is, if you have KD, you have to have another superstar that is a leader. With SGA,
Yes,
you don't have
which was the wrong guy in Westbrook.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Which would have been
Yeah,
a great guy in Steph Curry.
I agree.
Just saying.
I agree.
Great guy in Steph Curry.
Well, like I tell people, he goes, oh, well, he went to the best team in the league. I go, what you guys fail to understand is he was the best player on the best team. He went to the best team, and he was the best player on the best team.
Well, I mean, Steph Curry won NBA Finals MVP.
No.
And
SG, listen, stop, Nathan, stop. He with that guy on the team, he went back-to-back MVPs.
I'm making your point for you. You just had to let me finish. I said Steph Curry won NBA Finals MVP before KD got there. Then KD won both.
Went back-to-back.
Yes. That's you were thinking I was going to try to contradict you.
Yeah. Okay. Like I tell people, they got KD for one reason, because when Draymond Green did the idiot thing that he did and allowed Cleveland to believe they could now beat Golden State, because if Draymond plays in Game 5, they sweep them. They beat them 4-1. They beat them 4-1. But what they had to do is find somebody to now curtail that. And games 4 and 5 in both series, KD went off and closed the door in games 4 and 5 in both series to win the MVP. That's what happened. And all these Oklahoma City fans, I'm like, bro, chill out. Now, I agree, but where was KD going to go? He wanted to go against LeBron. He was ready to face LeBron. And he knew there's no way in hell Westbrook is going to help any team go to the finals, because he makes too many mistakes down the stretch. It's just not going to happen. And he knew that. Kevin Durant is a basketball player, not a basketball leader. He just wants to go hoop.
Yes.
So Golden State was perfect for him because Steph Curry was the leader, Draymond, and he could just go hoop.
Yep, that's right.
That's what he's a hoop. Let's go hoop. Come on, man, let's just go hoop. That's KD. And him and Kyrie should have went to New York, is where they should have went. KD should have went to New York, not New Jersey. And when he did that, I'm like, that was dumb. And then he ended up going to Phoenix. That's dumb. But KD
honestly, I would have liked to really try to watch a 2-year stretch with James Harden and Kyrie.
But I'm gonna say this. I would say this. If SGA and KD were on the same team, oh my God, we're winning. We're winning the league. We're winning the tournament. We're winning the title. Easy. 2 or 3 years in a row.
That's the same thing as SGA and Wemby, except I don't know. I think Wemby's going to be.
Well, but no. But listen, Wemby is a year. He's a year and a whatever. KD, we got 12 years on him.
Well, I'm working on potential.
Right, but I'm just saying. I'm looking at the guy and I'm going, SGA and KD. Oh my God. Okay, bro, go ahead because SGA is going to make moves, and you know he's going to be looking for KD, and KD is going to rock him with a three, or KD is going to rock him with the mid range, and they're just going to be killing you mid range. KD and SGA mid range, mid range, mid range, mid range, mid range. You better go make that three because if you don't, we're going to come down and make this two again, and maybe an and one.
Well, KD's going to shoot some threes too. I mean, he's
Yeah,
a
he's going to
great
shoot some
shooter.
threes, but what I'm saying is KD and SGA are mid range. They're going to mid range you to death.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna mid range you to death. Is what they're gonna do. And but it's so funny when SGA got hit in the mouth. I was like, he
Yeah.
gonna drop 30 on y'all tonight. But it's just so crazy. Is Nathan? We bitch about him not getting calls, but he leads the league in free throws made.
Oh, I know. I know. It's
How?
crazy. Don't ask me,
He
man.
should probably shoot what 4 to 5 more free throws a game, easy.
Something like that. Man. Something like
Burgess says, in y'all's opinion, is this the best defense team overall in NBA history? Nick Jordan said, I said the same.
that. I don't know about that.
Man, I don't know about that. There's been some good teams in NBA history defensively. The Golden State Warriors that won back to back, that team with KD and them, and they would have won 3 had KD not tore his ACL. I mean
Yes.
his Achilles. And Draymond and Clay had got hurt. They would have won 3 in a row, and that team was good. But that Jordan team of '90, the first group, not the 70 win team, but that other team that they had,
Yeah.
'93 or whatever, that team right
The
there, you were not scoring on that team.
PJ Armstrong
Yeah,
and
that group, that
Horace Grant.
now with the other team that won 70 wins, when you had Rodman and you had Ron Harper and you had Doc and you had Michael and you had Scotty, dude, you weren't scoring.
No.
You ain't scoring.
What's that was '90s basketball, man? You ain't
You ain't
scoring.
scoring. Let me see. Uh, in the New York podcast saying we get all the calls. What?
What?
No,
Oh,
no.
what's the freak?
The
Who was
'93
the freak?
Bulls, yes, Burgess. The '93 Bulls. That squad, my God, defensively, oh, bro.
Yeah.
The, get a,
Did you,
this,
you,
but I'm gonna
you,
say this. This team reminds me of that type of team. Where, bro, when you get Caruso back, we're still good. But when you have SGA, Caruso, Kaysen, and Wiggins out there with
and
Chet,
Dort and Dort and
no,
Chet.
not Dort. I don't need Dort out there with them. No, because Dort, I don't like Dort and SGA playing together. I don't think they fit that great. I like SGA, Kaysen, Caruso, Wiggins, and Chet,
Yeah,
or
it's
K
pretty good.
Rich, or K Rich, or either J Will. Okay, when you put that group in there, dude, I'm telling you, when you switch, what you gonna do? It's like when you have Dort in there with Kaysen and like what was it, Dallas game when
With Luca, yeah, he's getting off
look,
Dort, getting on the Casey.
and then get off
Yeah,
him and you got Caruso.
yes, yeah, dude, he
I
was
just
fast.
I saw that sequence. I just bust out laughing because I felt sorry for Luca because Luca's like, damn, can a brother get a break? Can I
Yeah,
can I get somebody I can score on? And then the next guy you got to go to is SGA. Good luck on
hmm
that.
yeah, yep, yep.
Let me see. Matter of fact, I always said KD and SGA hands down the NBA championship, but OKC fans and Presti still butthurt on how KD left. Okay, first of all, KD left because Sam Presti and the Thunder picked Westbrook over KD.
Yeah, but
That's why he left.
the fans don't see it that way though.
I
You know
understand
that.
that, but that's what happened.
I know, but
That's what
they're not going to
happened.
see it that way.
Straight up. That's what they did. You picked Westbrook over KD, and KD said you can have his ass, and I'm out of here. You ain't gonna get nothing for me. If you want him, you can have him. That's what happened. So you get mad at KD. I have no problem with what KD did. I just said the same thing too. Y'all want his ass, you can have him. There you go. Bye. That's what I would have done. Dort is probably the best spacing SJ has room. Has I don't know what that's I don't know what Thunder Alley. The way OKC mugs teams, it robs them for all they have.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
there's no question about that, Nick. We are physical. Uh, we
Well, the
turn
thing
teams
that
over.
the,
Yeah.
the thing that makes us different than just really good defensive teams is they're not as good. I don't think they're as good on offense as they were last year. I
Who,
mean that's
us?
obvious. Yes, I
Well,
don't
that's
think we
because
are.
Chet's not here.
But everybody else is shooting lower too, like
But that's because
percentages. The
Chet's
three
not
point.
here.
You think the whole team 3 point percentage is
I
suffering because
think I
Chet's.
think what happens is with Chet allows less with Chet and SGA. You can't really double team. And then when J Dub is doing J Dub stuff, we were getting way more uncontested shots than we are now.
Okay. All right. Well, again, but what my
Because
point
remember
was
Isaiah Joe. When is the last? I mean, he gets run off his spot all the time now. He never used to
yeah,
get run off his spot.
no.
He used to catch it at the
But
3 point line. He'd shoot it. But I think
but
a lot of it has to do with the fact too that the pressure of being like last year, nobody expected us to do what we did. So you're playing on house money. Now, the eye is on you. Like last year, Nathan, we would have had let's put the Cavs and the Thunder on.
yeah.
Who the hell wants to watch that?
You see the game Mobley had tonight, by the way?
No,
34 and 10 or something.
dude, he's a beast, dude.
Yes, he
Mobley's a
is.
beast. But you know
Yes.
what though? The thing I love about the Thunder is, and what I love about, and I agree with us, everybody holding Chet back.
Mm, I'm gonna go opposite with that.
I know I'm not with you. I understand except you. But we're going to have 27, 28 games left when he's back. That gives you 10 to 15 games to figure out how he's back to fitting in, and then us as a whole, how do we fit?
I mean, let's be honest. You got a first round matchup to do that too.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. 75 wins over or under. Under.
Oh, under.
Under.
They're not winning 70.
Dagnall is going to cost us games because he plays more minutes, plays Jada more minutes than SGA. It's stupid.
I would
There's
say
nothing, there's no way in hell this guy, as a coach, can take your best player when the stats tell you you're a plus 16 with him in the game and you're a minus 3 with him on the bench. And you play somebody whose stats aren't even remotely close to that, more minutes than your best player. But when you don't believe, but your best player is J-Dub, because you're building J-Dub to be your best player. And I agree with you, Nathan. The whole thing is that if SGA wins the MVP, and let's say we go to the finals,
Mhm.
okay, he's still going to bounce like KD did.
Mm,
Because remember, at the end of that time, he doesn't have to sign the deal. I mean, you look at De'Aaron Fox. He didn't sign his last deal. They're stuck.
yeah, but if they don't, they're
So
gonna.
the
Dude,
team,
here's the thing.
but Nathan, the
If
team
it,
having the last deal doesn't mean jack shit.
no,
Okay,
if he doesn't sign that extension, they're trading. They're going
yeah, I know they will. But the point is,
because you have to. You can't lose him for nothing. I mean, you can't.
yeah, it's so funny. At Dagnall coaching for the first half of the season. Yeah, that's a joke. That's a joke. I'm sorry, he's a joke. He's a joke.
What do you do? What's your new over under on wins? By the way, I was going to ask you that. I mean, what was 65?
60 to 65.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in with that.
Because remember, we have a stretch that we've got to go through.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. Well, that's what we've
But-
done so far this year.
But this is the deal. Our defense by the third to fourth quarter always wears down the opposing team.
Mhm. Well, especially Thibodeau not using his bench. I mean, what the heck is wrong with that guy?
But he just doesn't.
He
That's just not.
doesn't.
He just doesn't do that. That's why his teams always, by the time the playoffs come, they're wore out.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because that's him. He's always been like that. He plays his players. When he was in Chicago, when he had Derrick Rose, that's what he does. He plays his players, and he beats them to death because they play so much. And at first, they like it. And at the end of the year, they're after 80 games or whatever, they're exhausted.
Yeah.
And then you get the playoffs, and the playoffs are physical, and you just get the hell beat out of you, and it makes it worse. They lose their legs.
What do you? Hey, we hadn't touched on Jimmy Butler. What do you
Oh,
think about
Jimmy,
that?
they suspended him for 7 games.
Yeah,
That's without pay, bro.
yeah. I mean, he didn't care. Let's be honest.
Well, I understand, but he's messed with the wrong dude. Pat Riley don't have to do nothing.
Yeah, well, they'll trade. I mean,
Pat, oh yeah,
sure.
they're gonna trade him, but Pat Riley is not. He's not Sam Presti. Okay, he ain't. He don't mess with him. He don't care. This is what we're doing, and if you don't like it, bye.
Yeah,
But he suspended him for 7 games. That's a lot of money.
yeah, it is. 55
Jimmy's
million a year,
making
that's a
what,
lot of money.
40 whatever million,
55.
and his last year, which he's going to sign for, he gets paid 50. And somebody was like, well,
55.
he's not going to. He's gonna. He doesn't have to sign with him. I go, ain't no team paying him 50 million.
No team paying.
Just like Westbrook had to sign up. Ain't nobody paying him that. Now, this is the whole thing is now the news story is, oh, Westbrook. Do you go ahead and do you re-sign Westbrook for what?
Well,
He hasn't helped Denver.
Jimmy is making 49 million this year, 55 million next year.
Yeah, 55 million is what he's got to sign up for next year. But this is player option.
Yes, and well, he's gonna sign it.
Oh yeah, he ain't nobody paying him that.
No,
He's gonna sign that up. As Derrick Rose, Thibs ruined his career in his opinion. The man's a taskmaster. I agree. He just beats the crap out of him. I agree.
Yep, I agree.
He beats his players down, and they all like it at first because they're playing a lot of minutes, which everybody wants to play. And then at the end of the year, after 80 games, you're like, damn, man.
Yep.
Uh,
The only one that doesn't complain about it, I think, is Josh Hart.
Let me see. Burgess says Jimmy has himself in a predicament. Yes, he does. He messed with the wrong dude.
Where's he gonna go? Where do you think he's gonna go?
Pat Riley's going to go where he get the most out of it. If they don't, okay. Did you
You
see
think
him?
Holmes-
Did you see him shoot the one-legged fadeaway from 3?
I did not see that.
He shot a one-legged fadeaway from 3. I was like, really? And Pat Riley, that was yesterday. Pat Riley suspended for 7 games. Like, really? You going to do that? Okay. You ain't playing. I'm going to take your money away. I ain't paying you for that.
Yeah.
And then Nick says Westbrook is helping Jokic. 2 games.
What?
2 games. Nick, you saw some highlights for a couple games. Westbrook ain't helping him. Westbrook is West. Listen, Westbrook, Oklahoma City allowed Westbrook to be who he is. He was not the MVP of the league. He was the MVP because he had a triple-double. Because Oklahoma City was helping him get rebounds. He had to have 32 or 34 rebounds the last 2 games. He had 37. How the hell you point guard and you get that many rebounds? Oh, that's right. Because your center and everybody else is boxing out so you can go get a rebound, which means you don't give a shit about whether you're trying to win a game or not. You worried about getting this boy rebounds so he can have his triple-double.
Yep.
Because you kind of keep Oklahoma City relevant. Last year, you don't even promote SGA as the MVP. This year, you don't even promote SGA as the MVP. You're still promoting J-Dub. Last year, this year, you're promoting J-Dub. I can't stand listening to the damn Thunder broadcast. Can't stand it. Hate it. So glad we're going to be on TV again. Just love listening to, bro, and for the umpteenth times, there's no fucking thing called a push shot. When you got my 8-year-old and 10-year-old kids going, Coach, why do they call it that? It's a floater. I go, yes, you're right. You know more than they do. It's a floater. It's not a push shot. There's no such thing as a push shot. Oh, it just drives me nuts. Yes, ESPN is doing the game. Thank God they're doing the game. So we can actually listen to some real announcers, some real people who know what they're talking about, and we don't have to deal with that. And by the way, Nathan, do you notice that everybody's getting over that damn huddle shit? Have you noticed that?
Yes, I still love it, but yes.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I do.
And SGA never, he's like, oh, y'all want to talk to him? I'm out. I'm gone.
No, they did it tonight, man. They showed it on the TV. It was they were was it 3D? I think 3D from NBA TV was interviewing him, and everybody was around him.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is they do that
Uh,
with SGA. Is that, but like
yes,
on Knicks, the
because
other
they know he
deal,
can't. Because
yeah,
they know he can't go anywhere.
yeah,
He's doing the interview.
he's got to do an interview. But if it's not, oh yeah, he don't Nick and all that. He don't give a shit about that dude. So he's a joke. He's a joke. He don't respect him. Okay,
Uh,
Nick is saying now ESPN is boosting J Dub. No, what they're saying, Nick, is they're saying that J Dub is the second best player and everybody likes him, which we do.
yes,
That's what they're saying.
that's what they're doing.
They're not boosting J Dub. They're boosting, the NBA is boosting SGA. When you go look at highlights, who the hell do they talk about?
Which one?
They ain't talking about J Dub. They'll throw J Dub in there because J Dub, to me, I love me some J Dub. I love him. But I don't want to hear about him. I ain't trying to, I mean, he ain't no all-star. He ain't even one of the top 25 or 30 players in the league.
You know what, man? I think you're riding on my coattails there. I'm sorry
I am.
because I think me and you were arguing about this about 2 weeks ago
About what?
about the All Star top 25, whatever you want to call
No, what I was saying is the other day, what I'm saying, Nathan, I'm still saying, no, I didn't think he was then. All I'm saying is because of the coach and who is going to be on the coaches deal, and we're one of the top right now, it is us, or it is Dagnall, and it is the coach of the Cavs, what's his name? Biggerstaff.
it. Bickerstaff. Yeah.
Those are the two coaches. And you got to add two more now. So you're going to have the top two teams from each league. So you're going to have Celtics coach, you're going to have the Thunder coach, you're going to have the Cavs coach, and you're going to have the Memphis coach. Those are your four coaches.
Jeez.
So Dagnall, is he going to have one of his players? If you're only doing the top 24, which is 8, 8, and 8, how are you going to do that?
You know what's gonna be weird is, well, I don't know how they do it, but if Dagnall's coaching and J Dub's on his team,
Right.
and
And then, by the
SGA
way, Michael Cage, Burgess says Michael Cage is basically in retirement mentality. Dude, the stuff that he tries to say, I'm like, okay, what are you talking about?
yeah,
I can't listen to him. He goes, I disagree. Media is promoting SGA. No, we're not talking about our media. When is our media? 2 days on Sirius Radio. Sam Mitchell and Rob Perez said they did a whole hour on why SGA should be. No. Matter of fact, we're talking about the Oklahoma City media, not the media, not nationally. Nationally, they're promoting SGA like crazy because everybody's pissed off that he didn't win MVP last year because we all believe he should have. And I believe had he not got hurt against Boston, if he'd played against Boston, if he'd played against the Pacers, and he played against the 76ers, he would have won the MVP over Jokic last year. I believe that. Okay, so I'm saying that, yes, the NBA media is promoting SGA 100%. Not the Thunder media. I mean, not the Thunder. That's what we're talking about, man. We're not talking about the media themselves. They're promoting SGA like crazy. ESPN they love them some SGA. Shaq and Charles love some SGA. Like you said, Kenny, what? Ja is the same as SGA? No, it's not.
It's funny too because every time Barkley says, "Yeah, that Shea Gilgis," I think he says Shea Gilgis guy.
Charles is a mess, man. Charles is a mess. But all we're saying is SGA is the dude. Period. He the dude.
Did you see that spin move he put on Hart tonight?
Oh
my God. Dude, he is. And Hart's a good defender. He's a good defender.
And he's been NBA Player of the Month twice in what? Out of 3 months?
Mm-hmm.
He's been twice?
Yep.
But did he go back to back? Was it November, December? Or was it October? No, October. Was it October, December, or November, December?
I think it was November, December because he didn't play all that hot in October. I mean, he didn't play SGA numbers in October.
So he's back to back NBA Player of the Month.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Dude,
he will be again in January. They keep doing
dude,
this.
I tell people, hey, go to YouTube, search his MVP or his NBA Player of the Month moves. Oh my God. Hey, that left
Yeah.
hand. Hey, the left hand finger roll. I think he said it right. George Gervin. He's the only one who can do stuff
Yep.
like that. And you got
Right.
most of y'all don't know who the hell George Gervin is. But
The
Google,
Iceman.
hey,
The
go
Iceman.
Google him, the Iceman. Nobody finger roll like him. Nobody. He'd finger
Well,
roll
you
from
see
8 feet out there. What?
that finger roll that was from probably about what? That was probably about 6 feet, right? Six, seven
Oh yeah,
feet.
tonight the left-handed one.
Yeah,
Oh,
and it didn't even barely touch the net.
it was nice. It was nice. It was
Yeah.
nice. But the whole point is, people don't understand how hard that is and
Oh,
how easy he makes it look.
yeah.
He's dude. We're lucky, but like I
Yes, we
said,
are.
we're lucky to have this team. My only issue is I need this coach to put players where they fucking belong. That's what I need from him because there's no way that you can justify as an NBA as a coach who supposedly coach of the year play somebody who is not better than your best player. The guy who leads the league at plus 16 when he's on the court for his team, and you play somebody more than him, and you're -3 with him off the bench, with him on the bench. How do you justify that?
Yeah.
He does because he is what he's fantastic at. I'm a builder of talent. He built up Josh, then he built up J Dub, then he built up Chet, then he built up Kaysen, and now he's building up AJ.
Yep.
100%.
He's a good
But the
assistant
problem
coach,
is
man.
you've
Great
already
assistant
got a
coach.
guy who's already built,
Yeah.
and you don't like it because you're not contributing to him at all. Like you know how he talks to J Dub and stuff. He don't ever. If you go to, he doesn't ever do that with SJ. You don't ever see him have a conversation with him.
What does
Very
he have to
rarely.
tell him? What does he have to tell him? Hey,
Very
you're doing a good
rarely.
job. Keep doing
Very
it.
rarely. And what cracks me up on the national media when SGA goes off and he has to keep talking, they ask him several questions. He gets mad.
I still thought it was funny when he's sitting there interviewing. He goes, so Shay, what do you think about the how your team did and how these other guys are? He's like, oh, you mean the others?
The others.
Yeah, the others.
Well, Nathan, they don't help him. When the playoffs come, they were nowhere to be found. So,
Oh. Oh.
I know.
Regardless of the coach and all the crap that he's doing and the idiotic, whatever you want to call it, the stupid moves he's making, I still think this team itself, among the players, has an unbelievable chemistry.
Oh, unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. Our defense and what we do and the commitment that they all have to that is the foundation of who we are.
Yes, because they don't. I mean, you don't find players. Not every player is going to jump on the floor like Dort, and especially your leader. I mean, your leader. When's the last time you seen Luka jump on the floor for the ball, or Jalen Green, or whoever you want to put in that slot?
Yeah.
LeBron probably do it a little bit, but I mean, you just don't. You don't find a leader like that. That this team takes the mentality of their leader.
Right. Well,
And he's unbelievable.
Well, Nick Jordan says if you don't develop, then then they won't. We agree. Nick. I'm saying that's his strength. His strength is out of bounds calls and developing players. Those are his two strengths. I'm giving him props on those two things, Nick. What I'm saying is his weaknesses are the glaring things that kills us. He doesn't understand floor of the game. He doesn't understand lineups, and he's a minutes manager.
I mean, you could put this in a nutshell, Matt. He is a great assistant coach.
Yes, he's a great
not
assistant
head
coach. He's a great
not
assistant
head
coach.
Not a head coach.
He's a great. Yeah, I agree. He's a great developer, and we're winning in spite of him. Now, how do you on NBA TV the other day, or yesterday, whatever it was, they were talking about coaches. They didn't mention him. We're leading the West, and they're talking about guys who are second and third in the West and coaching, and fourth. They're mentioning them, not him. Why? Because they don't think he can coach.
Listen, I mean, he just.
It's just, I'm sorry, but we're winning in spite of him, not because of. It's just like why the Golden State Warriors got rid of Mark Jackson. They were like, he can't get them to the next level. this guy ain't the guy. And until he changes away from managing minutes, and until he understands when the flow of the game, because, and this is what I'm saying about managing minutes. I even put this in tonight. He had a chance when they were making a run, okay, and he waited 2 minutes too long, which is what Mark Long has called him forever. For the last 4 years, he goes, this guy's 2 minutes too long. Mark Long came up with that, Nathan. He came up with that.
Yes.
He goes, oh, this guy's 2 minutes too long. He waits 2 minutes too long to make the decision because he's managing minutes.
Who was that team the other night? Was it the Pacers?
Yeah.
He comes up, SGA comes off the bench at 8 minutes in
Yeah.
the fourth quarter. Immediately, Tyrese Halliburton, Miles Turner, whoever else came on the court. The starters came back on the court as soon as SGA comes back in the game. That's Rick Carlisle right there.
Yeah, I agree. Let me see. Big Taz says, of course, a Thunder live stream magically pops up on my feed after a Knick loss. Sorry, bro. Wiggins did go off tonight. He's a beast. He is a beast, bro. We love some Wiggins, especially Nathan. Nathan's a huge fan. He should have been getting. Nathan, he says he should have been getting more minutes. Damn, what has that been your cry for how long? 2 years?
I have been saying that for 3 years, man. Ever since they drafted the guy who starts hitting threes in summer league, I'm like, all right, this guy can play.
Yeah. Hey Nathan, all I want from him is, hey, can we please, Wiggins, quit trying to drive to the basket, catch and shoot, please.
Yes. Well, he can cut. He's a good cutter.
Cut to the basket, but catch and shoot. Quit trying to dribble behind. No, I don't want all that. Yeah, laugh out loud. We're sorry about the Knicks, but I'm gonna say this, Big Taz. I love the Knicks. I love some Jalen. I voted for him for my All-Star team, bro. I like him.
The only problem with the Knicks is you got to play Boston and Cleveland. That's
Yeah.
the only issue you're going to have.
Yeah, that's true. But my deal with that is that they take so long, man. That when I look at that with Knicks, Thibodeau is going to kill. Tibbs is going to kill him. They're going to be dead. So what happened to him last year? You fell apart against the Pacers.
Yep.
I mean, your guys were just falling like flies at the end. They were so exhausted.
That's because didn't Josh Hart play 50-something minutes or 54 minutes and I don't know, some crazy number in overtime game?
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are you doing that? There's some reason for that.
Yeah, it says Wiggs save basketball. Nick says they handle the Thunder as much as the Knicks do. All improvement. Big Taz says you guys won't. I will give you that, but they had the Thunder on the ropes. Oh, 100%, bro. They had it. Hey, the Knicks had the Thunder on the ropes, and we were doing. Guess we were Muhammad Ali rope-a-dope.
Yeah, unfortunately, a game is 48 minutes.
Wear yourself out. And our defense, and what we're saying is the Oklahoma City Thunder defense, whether it's midway through the third quarter or midway through the fourth quarter, at some point, we're going to catch you. Because I've been saying... Yeah, go ahead.
41 points in the second half. 41 points in the second half.
And like I tell people, I've been saying this forever. What I'm saying with the Thunder is this. Over the last 2.5 years, I've been watching them. And what I saw 2.5 years ago, I said, oh my God, when Josh and SGA started gelling and they stopped playing, I'm like, oh no, we're trying to lose. Remember? Because those two, they figured it out. Then 2 years ago, I said, okay, the Thunder are going to win 40 games this year. We were projected to win 23. Everybody told me I was out of my damn mind. And I just laughed. I said, guys, we've been playing close games and we know what to do. We lock you down on defense between Dort and SGA, and then what do? SGA closes the door on them. And then last year, everybody goes, they're young. And I'm like, and what did I say, Nathan? We're not young, bro. Stop that. We've been playing for 2 years. We know how to win. We've been going for a year and a half at this. We know what we're doing. And that's exactly what happened. And now you're seeing that 2.5-year relationship and all the things that we were doing. We know how to close games. We know what to do. You put the ball in SGA's hands, he makes a move, and he's going to hit you, and all you got to do is make the shot, or he's going to score. Excuse me, I take that back. He's going to score or give you the ball for you to have an easy shot. That's what happens. Nick says, New York Knicks popped up on my feed and they were heated. I'm
Uh,
sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, all I know is the Knicks. I love the Knicks. I do. And I just think that the Knicks, I mean, the Thunder is this. Our defense is ridiculous, and we've gone over this before. And we're gonna pull it up again, Nathan, because this is worth talking about. This is why the Thunder at some point get teams. Okay? And we put this up earlier in the show. This is what makes the Thunder different. We're number one at 103 points per game, allowing the teams. We're number one in field goal percentage. We're number two in holding our opponents to 33% three-point shooting. We're number one in shooting free throws. We're number two in our opponent's free throw shooting, which doesn't have anything to do with us, but it's still a stat. We're 23.9 is what we're giving up in assists. That's third in the league of giving up assists. But we're 17th in assisting, Nathan, which is crazy. We're number one in pips, points in the paints allowed by our opponents, 40.5. We're number one in taking the ball away. We're number two in taking care of the ball. We're number four in blocks. We're number one in turnovers as far as taking care of the ball. We're number one as far as taking away the basketball. So we're 11.7 as far as turnovers. So we're taking care of the ball, and then we're number one in taking the ball away at 19.
we have just to reiterate how important it is. I just looked this up. We average more steals a game than we do turnovers.
Yes, which is crazy.
That is nuts.
Yeah, I saw that, Nathan, and it was like we'd be the only one or two teams or something that's done that, or something that's averaged more steals than there's more steals than assists or more steals than turnovers or whatever. It was something stupid. It was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was crazy. I was like, wait, what?
11.8 steals a game. That's just crazy.
Let me see. Manifest says, yes, sir, SGA, he's a closer. He closed the Knicks last year. And it was a 2-point shot, not a 3-point shot. By the way, Manifest, it was a nice fadeaway. And then the ball was supposed to go to J-Dub, by the way. It wasn't supposed to go to SGA. And Josh said, the hell with that. I'm giving it to SGA. And he closed the door. And then remember, he was hurt after that.
Yeah.
And that's what I believe. Had he done that, and then went ahead and played against the Sixers, and then went ahead and played against the Celtics, and then went ahead and played against the Pacers, and then he gets, because all those were national televised games. If he's nationally televised and everybody been hearing about him, he would have got the votes he needed. That's what I believe. I do believe that, because everybody remembers SJ shot 61%. That's what he shoots at the end of games in clutch minutes. 61% is what he shot last year. That's insane. 6 out of every 10 shots you shoot at the end of games in crunch time, you're going to make them. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
Yeah. But hey, Big Cass says, yes, I remember that game too. The Knicks almost won that game too. Oh. Hey, guys, I got to go to bed now, but I appreciate everybody staying on. Great show tonight. Sunday, we're going to do a late show because there's so much football going on, so I don't know when we appreciate you, big dog. I don't know when we'll be on Sunday after the Celtics game, because the Celtics game's at 2:30. I think we've got some NFL games that are important as hell. I mean, Sunday. I mean, by the way, Nathan, who do you like in the NFL? The Vikings? Do you like the Vikings, or you like the Lions for the number one seed? And I think, isn't that the first time in 30 years that the number one seed has been decided on the final game of the year?
That's something like that, yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm a Lions guy, man. I love Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
He is.
He's reckless. He's reckless.
He's a great coach, though.
He's reckless.
I'm gonna tell you what, if Oklahoma City had the equivalent to him, this can be unbeatable.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me, Big Task. What do you think about? He gave us a heads up. Thanks, thumbs up. I appreciate you, bro. What do you think about Tibbs? Do you think he's gonna wear your team out again, just like he did last year, just like he did with Chicago? Big Task. Nick Jordan says, nah, show some hate. Don't give us a thumbs up. Nick Jordan.
Uh,
Oh, man, that's funny. But anyway, let me go to bed. You don't have to get up in the morning to work, do you?
no, I do not. But no, I do not.
Yeah, I got to get up and work tomorrow morning, guys. I got to get up. I've got to be the basketball supervisor. We have a big tournament tomorrow. So I'm going to have a bunch of 10 to 12, 10 to 14-year-old kids and whistles and the horn blowing and yelling as loud as parents and
I will be
squeaky
thinking
tennis
about
shoes.
you when I'm sleeping.
Yes. So, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. And everybody else, thank you, Big Tash, for coming on. Nick, everybody came on tonight. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Jesse, appreciate all y'all's thoughts and comments. And just like everything, Nate, appreciate you, Nathan. And I will see you hopefully on Sunday. And everybody else, peace out. Have a good